Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. Gabriella Snag, Miss Southern Grenadines, has won the 2023 Miss Rural St. Vincent and the Grenadines pageant. Gabriella outperformed other contestants to win the crown. The show took place at the Grand Bay Canna 1 on July 30th, 2023. According to the organizers, Gabriella Snag, Miss Southern Grenadines, also won Miss Congeniality, the Best Talent, and the Best Evening Wear. Miss North Leeward, Rolanda Samuel, won first runner-up and Best Interview, while second runner-up, Miss Winwood Veronique Thomas, won Best Swimwear. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves has said that the St. Vincent Electricity Services Limited, VINLEC, has made tremendous strides in providing electricity throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Prime Minister provided an update on the extent of electricity coverage on NBC's radio yesterday. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
By 2012, the household penetration was 90%, and by 2020, 98%. But I want you to remember this. When you use the percentage of household penetration, it will show you the extent to which, because in actual numbers, I give you the percentage of penetration. But in 2001, you had just under 30,000 households. Now you have 40-something thousand households.
According to the Prime Minister, the greatest increase in public electricity was based in the Northern Grenadines.
The greatest increase in public electricity penetration was in the Northern Grenadines, a whopping rise of 106.2%, from 1,185 households to 2,444 households. That is from 68% of the households in 2001 to 92% in 2012. And it's much more now. It reaches the number, as Dr. Lewis says, close to 100.
He also stated that the government has made significant investments in VINLEC over the years.
Over the past 20 years, approximately $400 million of capital investment has been put into VINLEC. I want that number to be there. How do we finance that? We have to finance that from mainly loans, soft loans which we have negotiated, some grants, but also from VINLEC's own resources, which means that VINLEC has to have a reasonable return on their capital, and in order to put aside some money to put towards capital expenditure.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. Still on the local scene, St. Vincent and the Grenadines will be participating in this year's Commonwealth Youth Games, scheduled to take place in Trinidad and Tobago. The international competition, which is in its 7th edition, will host over 1,000 athletes from across the Commonwealth between the ages of 14 to 18 in 7 sporting disciplines. An official release from the An official release from the Agency for Public Information, API, St. Vincent and the Grenadines will take part in athletics, swimming, and netball Fast 5, which will be featured for the first time at the Games. The contingent representing St. Vincent and the Grenadines will depart on August 2nd, 2023. Organizers say the Games are expected to offer a diverse perspective of the Twin Island Republic to the nations of the Commonwealth, as well as showcasing aspects of the country's heritage and culture. On the regional scene, a 44-year-old father of 8 has been sentenced to 10 years in prison at hard labor after he was charged with having sexual intercourse with a girl under 16 and unlawful wounding. According to reports, the man's identity is being withheld to protect the victim. The perpetrator was sentenced before Jamaica's Justice Leighton Poussey in the Home Circuit Court last week and was given 10 years and 2 months in prison for the offense of having sexual intercourse with a minor under 16, and 1 year and 1 month for the offense of unlawful wounding. Both sentences will run concurrently. The Kingston resident pleaded guilty to all charges. Still on the regional scene, A new UN report published on Wednesday has raised concerns regarding the excessive use of smartphones and is calling for them to be banned in schools worldwide. According to the UN's Education, Science and Culture Agency UNESCO, the overuse of mobile phones impacts learning. UNESCO's report on technology in education urges countries to carefully consider how technology is used in schools, as it is as it emphasizes the need for human-centered vision where technology serves as a tool rather than taking precedence. UNESCO is also urging countries to set their own standards for the way technology is designed and used in education, such that it never replaces in person, teacher led instruction and supports the shared objective of quality education for all. Finally, on the international scene, at least 31,000 people in China have been forced to flee their homes, and at least two have been reported dead. The country's capital, Beijing, is currently being battered by one of the strongest storms to hit the country in years. Storm Doksuri has been causing widespread flooding and has led to chaos across northern China. Subway stations have also been closed. Officials have urged people to remain indoors while the storm, a former super typhoon, is weakening. A red alert has been issued in the city, and employers have been ordered to allow people to work from home. Rainfall in Beijing and other cities in northern China have already reached dangerously high levels, while driving rains are expected to continue for at least another 24 hours. This has been WFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.